If you've been feeling distant, disconnected, or as if you're just moving through the day without really feeling anything, you're in the right place. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position, either sitting in a chair with your back supported or lying down if you prefer. Just somewhere you feel relaxed and comfortable. Keep your eyes open for a moment and take a slow breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on your next exhale, gently close your eyes. And as you settle, bring your attention to the physical points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you. Perhaps you're aware of the weight of your back against the chair or mattress, or your legs and feet resting where they are. And there's nothing you need to change here and nothing to fix. Just notice how it feels to be physically supported, safe and comfortable, and held in the space around you. Feeling emotionally disconnected can sometimes feel like a sense of emptiness or distance, as if you're watching your own life from slightly behind your eyes. And instead of trying to force a sense of deep feeling back into the mind, it can help to begin with something far easier, such as the body and the breath. And so now gently bring your attention to the natural rhythm of your breathing. Not to control the breath or deepen it, but just to notice it moving in and moving out. If the breath feels soft, that's fine. And if it feels deep, that's fine. We're not trying to force or regulate the breath here. The goal is simply just to notice what's already present. And as you rest with the breath here, see if you can also notice the actual feeling of emotional disconnection itself. Try to become aware of where this feeling appears physically within the body. Perhaps you notice a pressure in the chest or a dull weight in the shoulders. Or maybe you don't notice any physical sensations at all, and that's fine. It's important to remember here that feeling disconnected or detached doesn't signify the absence of experience. And it doesn't mean you're empty or unfeeling. It's often just a form of subconscious protection. When we've been feeling overwhelmed for so long, the nervous system simply turns the volume down as a kind of coping mechanism. And so instead of judging this feeling or lack of feeling, just see if you can meet it with a gentle curiosity, without judgment or frustration, and just rest here for the next few moments. I'd like to guide you through a simple visualization technique now, designed to help us create some space between the negative feelings and our subconscious mind. We can begin by trying to imagine that this detached feeling and sense of disconnection has a shape and texture and even colour. You don't need to picture this in any vivid detail, but just hold this image in your mind however you feel comfortable. And now imagine that this feeling, this shape you've pictured, is something you've been holding close for far too long. Not because you've chosen to, but just because it's been trying to shield and protect you. And instead of pushing it away, see if you can gently place it down in front of you. Not to discard or remove it completely, but just giving yourself some space between you and this shape. You can still see it in your mind, and you're still aware it's there, but it's just not wrapped so tightly around you. And notice how different you feel, even slightly, when there's more space between you and this limiting sense of emptiness. Perhaps you notice the breath feels easier and more relaxed, or perhaps nothing changes at all, and both are fine. The goal isn't to suddenly feel euphoric, or motivated, or grateful. It's just to recognize that these feelings of apathy and detachment can exist without completely defining your experience. And just rest here in that simple awareness for the next few moments. And now gently return to the breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and stomach with each in-breath and each out-breath. If thoughts arise, just recognize them as thoughts, appearing and disappearing in consciousness, like ripples across the surface of a lake. You don't need to engage with them or become entangled in them. You can just allow them to pass as you guide your attention gently back to the breath. There's no urgency here and no expectation, just this simple act of noticing and returning to the steady rhythm of the breath. And even if things feel muted or disconnected, you can always come back to rest in this calm and present awareness. Now take a slightly deeper breath, and as you exhale, allow a wave of relaxation to spread through your body. And again, if at any point you notice you've become lost in thought or frustration creeps in, just return to the physical sensations, the points of contact against your body or the breath and the space around you. And before we finish, feel free to gently set an intention. Not to suddenly feel better or more connected, but just to move through the day with slightly less self-judgment about the way you've been feeling. And remember, this sense of emotional disconnect and these numb feelings you've been experiencing don't define you, and they don't have to become a part of who you are. And the fact that you're aware of these feelings already means there's more here than the sense of detachment itself. Now begin to gradually notice the room around you. Any sounds or movement, or even the temperature of the air as it comes into contact with your skin. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.